Coming to sitting. Is my child doing this with optimal development? No. Now that being said, I'm not here to tell you no, I'm here to tell you what to work on. There's some really easy steps that you need to work on. I'm going to show you one that you can go do right away, but I really would do the program. Why? We have to stop looking at just the actions. We have to look at the quality. So the biggest thing is that Vanessa was right. You have a bit of a pelvic tilt going here. Now again, your word of what you heard the pediatrician say is straight. Did he just do this with the hips and the hips seem straight? That might be where his response is. But what she's talking about is, and I'll do it on my doll too, is we shouldn't do it as an old lady, but we also shouldn't do it as a child. We shouldn't sit here and slouch. I just actually had this with an 8-year-old, and who's got back problems, and I'm like, no, we don't put our hands out like this to sit, right? What it is that our pubic bone strike comes into play, and it just brings us naturally up, like a tree growing, right? And so when you're looking at coming to sitting, he's pushing up. Really, with coming to sitting, he should just be looking for something in the air and going to grab it. And he's actually, you can tell when it's off because they look down. Remember, I always tell you, the eye stays on the prize when they're doing something, right? So for being down here like this, right, you're looking for more here. And that's just the easiest thing you can do. You can just put your child on your lap. Let me move my little phone here. You can be watching TV. You can be at dinner. I have marks on my baby to show midline, right? But what you have is this. See where my eyes go even on my baby? What you want is that. See how my eyes look at you? Don't look at you, look at you, right? And now from here, this will be going into all fours versus down here, like you try it. You get on the floor, guys, and slouch like this and get into all fours. No, you'll have to recorrect it. Babies don't recorrect, right? So you're just here. I call it clarinet hands because you're supporting your baby in sitting, but you're not holding them in sitting, right? Here I can't play the clarinet. Here I can play the clarinet. And see where I can get into that pubic bone strike? So now, when your child's just here, again, look at that little bit of crossing midline, but more so, I'm going down into the pubic bone area and coming out. Now, if your child's slouching, please don't sit there with all your might. Again, you want this nice and loose, but as they're looking around, so to the left, I'm going to go into the right, and I'll facilitate that, and go into the left if they're looking to the right. You want same at this age, right? But you're just here working on your child as they're looking around, playing, but it's great on your knee because I can be right here on my table and they can be working. You can be absolutely anywhere at the park. Nobody would even know that you're working on your child, but that's what you want to do to facilitate that lightness in the pelvis and where he's coming up over here. But see, when I go down here, my arms hit the table, and up here, now he's ready to play. Look at where my arms are to facilitate play. I'm not blocking the arms, I'm not blocking the body's movement, you're just here. Just keep it that simple, and the independent sitting course will be up by this week, and we can go from there. Thanks.